Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Productive Mom. I am your host, The Productive Mom, Ashley. In today's video, you're going to learn how to make some cash envelopes with me to go into the new year. So if you're interested, keep on watching.
One look and I breathe.
Okay guys, so I saw these on Etsy, and so this is kind of the vibe I was going for. So let's get started. We're starting here in Cricut Design Space. So first I started out with a blank square size to the after I measured my previous envelopes, I sized it to that. Here I'm just adding text, and I started out calling it gas. I picked a font that I had downloaded already to my computer. You know, I'm a teacher, so I have lots of fonts. So once I got it set up the way I wanted, all I did was just copy and duplicate. And so you see I changed it to Fuel, Genesis, which is my daughter, Miscellaneous, and then I have savings on here, but ultimately I didn't need an envelope for that. I later went on and did one for food, aka groceries. So basically I had 4 envelopes that I'm ultimately going to make. Right here is where Cricut is ready to make it, and I'm just resizing it based on how much material I have. And then you just see it going from 19% to 100%. It took maybe like 2 minutes for it to actually make. Okay, so right here I am weeding out the negative space, essentially what I don't want to transfer. So this is vinyl. So what's good about this vinyl is pretty much once you lift it up, what's supposed to be there stays, and what's supposed to go goes. So you can see it weeded pretty easily. And I'm just kind of showing you a little close-up of me weeding something a lot smaller. So this is transfer tape. You can get it for like $1 at Walmart. So you're just laying the transfer tape on there so you don't have to lift things up one by one. And then I'm using this like card tool to just kind of press it in and make sure that all of it lifts when it's time. So then I'm gonna cut these in half so that I can put one down first and the other down later. So if you're unfamiliar with cash envelopes, it comes from an idea related to Dave Ramsey and saving money. So right here you have laminating pouches or laminating sheets. So I just cut the edge off so that they would detach, because they come in a pouch and you want the pouch to open up. So you're gonna put the label on the matte side. So there's a matte side and a shiny side. You want to put it on the matte side. So right here I'm laying the label. I pull the backing off and I'm laying the label down. I'm going to show you a close-up here in a second. And then I'm pushing it into the laminating pouch with that card-like thing. So right here you can see a close-up of me pulling off the transfer tape. And to be honest, this is usually a tough nut to crack, because a lot of times it doesn't just attach itself to the laminating sheet. But for whatever reason, baby, I prayed before I did this thing and it worked out very well. So right here I'm just transferring the label to the matte side of the laminated sheet. And right here I was just doing the square first, and now I'm doing the actual word, which happens to be food. So again, the cash envelopes are good because my budget for food is $40. When I run out of that $40 at the grocery store, can't buy anything else. And so it's a very good way of not leaving money in your bank account for food, quote unquote, and then spending it elsewhere. If you're interested, that idea again comes from the book The Total Money Makeover, which I will link below. Also, if you're interested in the inspiration for these envelopes, I'll link to that Etsy shop, as well as to the video that showed me how to do these. Okay, so once again, lifting these up, and I usually redo my envelopes every couple of years, and my friend was redoing hers, and so I was like, it's a good time to make some shape. So once the label is down, you want to push it down so that, you know, it looks neat. It's not puckled up. You don't want any of those problems. So once you get the label adhered to the matte side. I keep saying that because if you do it on the shiny side, it's not going to be an envelope. So I flipped it around, and you want to take the shiny side, which is the part that doesn't have the label on it, and match it to the other shiny side. So 2 shiny sides rubbing together. And then you're going to place them into a new pouch. Just stick them in the pouch, make them as neat as possible, align them correctly. And then ultimately, you see me here, I'm making sure that they're aligned, because when you move them, they kind of slide around. But make sure they're aligned nice and neat. You can even put multiple labels in one. I don't, just because my measurements always be screwed up. So baby, I have to make it do what it do. So once you do that, you're going to put her in your laminator. I have a Scotch laminator. It's about 25 bucks at the Walmart. I'll put a link below. Once she comes out, you're going to cut the excess. So you don't want to cut where the seams are, like where you can see it melded together, because if you do, it'll come open. But you'll have to measure what size you want. Mine were 7x4. So that's what I cut them to. And then whatever side you want to open, that's where you would cut the seam. So you see me here cutting right on the seam, so that my envelope will open. And you can see that right here, she opened right on up, baby. So, off camera, I cut off the excess on the sides, and here you see me measuring her with the previous ones I created, just to make sure she's good. I don't have a hole punch for my wallet, and I'm not going to spend any money on one. So I went to the Dollar Tree and grabbed that hole punch and hole punched them, and this is the final look. So this is my wallet, and right here you're looking at my old envelopes that I created maybe last year or earlier this year. So, you know, we're just going to replace those bad boys, and as you can see, she fit right on in. So once again, we have food, fuel, my daughter KK, which is usually basically daycare money, and then miscellaneous, which is my Starbucks. Thanks for watching another episode of The Productive Mom. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think might like it. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Next time on The Productive Mom, we will be reviewing Tiffany Aliché's Made Whole, her brand new book.